Okay guys, good morning. Welcome back to our online class for the FBS NC2 core competency number 2. Welcome guests and take food and beverage orders. Once again, this is your trainer, your teacher, Mr. Victor De Jesus. Okay, so last meeting we have discussed about the first half of the fine dining customer service sequence of food and beverage service procedures. We have discussed the first 7 out of 14 steps that I'm going to present to you. Okay, let's go back a bit of that first 7 steps, and then we'll continue the discussion up until the 8th, 9th, 10th, up to 14th steps of the sequence. Okay, but before that, let me remind you that we are now here at the second core competencies of food and beverage services, which is welcoming guests and taking food and beverage orders. And we will be discussing also today the promoting food and beverage products. Okay, so for the first 7, okay, we have discussed the welcoming the guest. Now dito pinag-usapan natin last meeting na dapat ang ating mga guest ay wini-welcome ng maayos sa ating restaurant, right? Pag nakita pa lang natin sa may pintuan, right after we see our customer, right at the door, right at the doorstep, dapat nababati natin sila ng greet by the hour of the day, meaning good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time, right? And then after greeting, again and again, we should introduce our restaurant, and maybe you can also say your name. That's optional, because you can always introduce yourself when they are already sitting. So at first, you should ask the customer if he or she has a reservation, so that it will be easy for us to verify than to ask many questions about their dining experience to be. Okay, so if it happened to be that they have a reservation, or she or he has a reservation, we will simply check the reservation record for the other details of their dining. Okay, request from the reservation records. Okay, if in case naman na wala siyang reservation or wala siyang reservation, kailangan natin siyang matanong ng ating iba pang mga questions necessary for us to make a recommendation, okay, and eventually escorting them to the appropriate table will be that might be appropriate to them. Okay, so ano ba yung unang tatanong natin? After mo tanungin ang reservation at kung sinagot niya walang reservation, okay, the first thing you should do is the number of diners. Ibig sabihin, are they looking for a table for how many ba? Okay, so that's a good question. Table for how many po? Okay, yes, table for how many? Then when the guest answers the quantity, you should ask him, her, or they naman, what do they prefer? Do they prefer sitting at the smoking area or non-smoking area? So at least doon malalaman natin saan yung tamang table natin sila dadalhin. Alright? So when you got all of those information, then you must have the idea where should they be positioned in the dining area. Then we should move to the next step, escorting the guests. Dito again, open palm, okay, pointing the direction of the table that we're talking about, kung saan sila nire-recommend na maupo. Then you go first, then followed by your customer. Then when you reach the table, you should first, again ha, ito yung madalas malimutan, you should first discuss the table as per why it is appropriate to them, you think, based on the information you've got from them. So, ang isang example niya, ganito, makinig ha. Okay, ma'am, this is table number 12, good for 2. Okay, non-smoking area. Yan. Would this be fine for you? Oh, simple as that will do. Okay? So, pag sinabi ni guest, yes, it will be fine, then we'll move on to the next step. If they says, can you find us another table? Of course, we really need to look for another table. Right? So, assuming that the guest told you, na, yeah, it would be fine. That's the usual. Okay? So, then therefore, we are ready to move on to the next step. Seating the guests. For this step, you need to position, okay, behind the chair of the guest and ask them to sit. Okay? The dialogue should be like this. Alright, ma'am, please have a seat. Then you move the chairs a bit backward. Yung enough lang na makapwesto na si guest doon sa mismong upuan. And then, when you mention have a seat, then they're about to sit, you move forward it a bit so that it will suit their space. Okay? Ayan. So, that's sitting the guests. So, right after the guest seated, the next step would be unfolding the table napkin. So, when you unfold the table napkin, you should position yourself at the right side of the guests using your right hand. Okay? Pick the table napkin. Okay? Hanapin mo yung isa sa mga tips niya. Okay? Then grab the whole napkin. So your index finger and your thumb, no? Yun ang nasa isa sa mga four corners ng napkin, yung tip niya. Then the rest of your fingers can hold the rest part of the napkin. Okay? Then sa opposite side, no, yung mas malayo kay guest, dun mo siya iwagwag ng isang beses or dalawang beses. Enough na ma-unfold yung table napkin. Okay? While still holding the one of the tip of the table napkin corners. Okay? Then you go back to you face back your customer and ask him or her, may I do the honor? Yan, ibig sabihin nun, okay na po ba itlagay ko na sa lap nyo to? Parang gano'n, no? May I do the honor of putting this on your lap? Again and again ha, reminders, no body contact. So you should let the napkin mag-rest in front, on the top rather, on the top of the lap. You should not touch any of the body parts of the guest. Okay? And then let them arrange their napkin by themselves. So, mahalaga nakapatong na sa lap nila. Siyempre, pwede mong matanong, paano sir kung sinabi niya na, no, I can manage, or no, never mind, mga ganun, no? So, just give them the napkin and they will surely fix them by themselves. That's the the way to handle that. Okay? You should not place that table napkin sa table. Abot mo sa kanila kasi if they really know how to do proper dining, they should position their napkin whether on their lap or on their chest. Okay? Alam naman natin ang purpose ng table napkin, right? Okay? To protect the customers' clothes while eating, and also it can be used to remove yung mga dirt, no, while dining, no? Minsan yung water na naiwan sa lips or food particles to remove from the face. Okay? Yan. So that's unfolding the table napkin. So right after we unfold the table napkin, let's move on to next step. We should now present the menu. Okay? Again, you should present the menu. Nandun ka pa rin sa right side ni guest. Okay? You need to open the menu at the very center, or the best recommended is the main course. Okay? Lalo na kung multiple page siya. So, doon mo siya hanapin sa main course. Or, another option is the menu of the day, no? Kasi ano yung highlight ng inyong menu for the day. Yan. So, present mo yun sa kanya, nakaharap sa kanya, siyempre, ng maayos, nakapatayo, na nababasa niya. Enough lang, no? Parang one ruler or approximately 12 inches away from the face. No? Hindi naman masyadong dikit sa mukha niya, hindi naman sobrang malayo. So, alam naman natin yung ibig sabihin, no? Enough space, distancing. Okay? Practically, alam mo naman siguro yung ibig sabihin. Now, let's proceed to the next step. Right after you present the menu, okay, one of the dialogue, by the way, pwede mong sabihin doon is, excuse me ma'am, here's the menu for your food selection. So, while they are selecting their food doon sa menu card, that's the time naman when we get excused, get the water picture, then when we go back, we should fill the water goblet. Okay? So, one best dialogue for that is, excuse me ma'am, here's water for your refreshment. That's free. You should not ask, hindi na dapat tinatanong pa kung gusto nila ng water. Okay? Dapat, automatic yun, gustuhin man nila o hindi, magpupur tayo ng water doon so that anytime it will be available for them to drink if they really wanted to, whether they want it or not. Okay, you should put there water sa water goblet, whether they request it or not, ibig sabihin. Okay, now after filling the water goblet, you should make yourself excused again and take the order slip when you go back. No, so you bring the order slip. When you go back to the customer, do the order taking and the suggestive selling. So, paano ba ginagawa yun? Diyan tayo natapos last meeting, right? Taking the order. So, you should ask first the guest. Okay, excuse me ma'am, are you ready to place your order? Yeah, no? Are you ready to order? Pwede na rin yun. So, when you do that, of course, the customer will mention at least 2 na yan, no? Halimbawa, sinabi niya, can you please give me 1 spring buttered chicken and pineapple juice. So, ang in-order niya ay yung main course at saka drinks. As I told you last meeting, you should memorize the parts of a complete meal. Appetizer, soup, salad, main course, and dessert. So, alin man dun yung ma-order niya, bihira naman yung ma-order ng lahat talaga, di ba? So, either 2 or 3 ang madalas orderin dyan ng mga guests. Then, you classify them, their orders, to what category of the, or the part of the menu ba, or part of the meal ba, yung mga orders niya. Is it main course, or appetizer, a salad, soup, or dessert? Okay? Kung alin doon yung hindi niya na-order, yun ang re-recommend mo for your suggestive selling. Okay? So, kung walang drinks, matik yun. Drinks ang una natin recommend. Okay? Kung may drinks na, syempre, hindi na drinks yung sasuggest mo. Either appetizer or soup, okay, or dessert. You can suggest 2. Approximately, more or less 2. Kung talagang gustong-gusto niya natutuwa siya sa mga suggestions mo, makikita mo naman sa facial expression, then you can make it 3. Kung medyo ininis na, stop it na. Hanggang 2 lang. Okay? Kasi, we will be parang, we don't wanna be so pushy about our products, no? Parang, baka ma-offend na sige sa parang pinagpipilitan mo sa kanyang bumili pa siya na bumili. Alright? So, siguro 2 suggestions will do. Okay? For your suggestive selling. And, remember guys, we have to consider a lot of things when we're doing the suggestive selling. Okay? So, nandyan uli papasok yung age, health, religion, of course, yung weather and climate, diba? Mahalaga yan. The lifestyle and the food preference, whenever it is being disclosed by your customer, you should adjust your suggestions based on what information you've got from your customers. Hindi naman natin tinatanong lahat ng bagay na yan, ano? Kung ano lang yung naging known to us, then we should adjust. Okay? But we should also focus yung favorable sa atin. Okay? yung slow-moving items or yung overstocks natin, di natin i-direct kung wala namang magiging conflict sa ating guest, eh di mas maganda, natulungan din natin yung company natin kasi overstock nga tayo eh, hindi nag-move yun. So, eventually, it can lead to wastes kung hindi siya nag-move talaga kasi may mga expirations. Ang ating mga supplies, ingredients, may mga holding time yan, no? May mga expiration dates and holding time. Pag nag-exceed na doon, waste na siya, tapo na. Alright, so another one is the house specialty. No, we should know our house specialty for the suggestive setting. So again, all of that are very important: age, health, religion, weather and climate, lifestyle, and food and preference. Kung gusto niyo na ba ng vegetarian ba siya or vegans, huwag mo na alokin ng meat. Okay, kung meat lover siya, di pakita mo yun ng mga meat na available natin. Okay, slow moving items and overstocks, again very helpful yan sa company. And of course, the house specialty. So much for that. That's for the suggestive setting. Then the next step, if you can check sa ating sequence, is the order placement. For the order placement, wala naman itong dialogue masyado, but you should know that this is part of the sequence wherein you, being the waiter, will place the order sa appropriate na tao dun sa production area. Okay? That's why we should be proactively communicating to the different people within the production area so that we can know to whom should we coordinate para ibigay yung mga order sa atin ni customers. Okay? So that's order placement. You don't need much of the dialogue for that sa ating mga demonstrations kasi it's internal naman na sa restaurant natin yan. But you need to understand where it happened. Okay? When and where it will happen. Now, after having that order placed, we should now go back to the table, the customer, we should check the table setting. I understand na based on our teaching, no, may mga nakaset na sa table, then we do the order taking. But during this time, we should, what we call this, rectify, okay, what is being set up sa table. Okay, it should be matching what is being ordered by your guest. Dapat magma-match kung ano yung mga cubiertos, yung mga plates, okay, na needed ng ating diners sa kanyang table when they do the dining, when they eat. Okay? So we need to set up again, no, reset natin yung table. Okay, we rectify the table based on what is needed and we remove those things that are not needed sa table. Based sa kanyang mga order. Halimbawa, merong dessert fork and spoon sa table, sa setting mo, no? Hindi naman nag-order ng dessert, so you need to remove that. On the other hand, kung basic American yung setting mo, wala naman nakalagay doon na dessert spoon and fork, pero nag-order siya ng dessert. Whether before the delivery of all of the orders or the very moment before you deliver the next order, dapat nandun na yung kailangan niyang cubiertos and any other needs doon sa table. Okay? Like the condiments, no? More importantly, those that will complement, okay, whatever is the need of your customer. Alright, so for the next step, after doing all of that, siguro naman may ready na sa mga pwede nating ma-serve. Remember, sa next step natin, number 10, we should serve the drinks first, followed by the correct sequence. Makinig maigi. No, drinks ang una, di ba? It should be followed by appetizer, then soup, then salad, okay, or fish, and then main course. Kasi somehow fish is also considered main course. But kung meron na siyang fish, meron pang main course. Una si fish. Okay? And then, after main course, dessert. Alright. So, siniserve natin yung pa isa-isa. No? Tandaan nyo, pag kayo nag-demonstrate na, ang pinapractice natin sa American service, one after another. Okay? After the next part of the meal, dapat i-bus out mo muna yung huling kinain niya, yung pinagkainan niya. Okay? Up until dessert na yung isa-serve mo, dapat wala na siyang show plate, wala na rin yung salt and pepper shaker when you serve the dessert. Natural. Anuhin naman niya yung asin at saka yung paminta kapag magde-dessert na siya. Okay? So those are the things that you need to remember. All right. So don't forget also before serving the dessert is to do the crumbing. Yung crumbing natin, ibig sabihin niya, no? Crumbing, you remove yung mga small particles of food, okay, that no, na nag-scatter, no? Minsan kasi yung mga food na merong mga like yung mga fried foods, no, like lumpia, chicken, crackers, hindi maiwasan minsan talaga merong mga tumatalsik or napupunta sa table. So before you serve the dessert, dapat i-remove natin yon. Okay, the process of removing those crumbs are called crumbing. Okay, crumbing before serving the dessert is very necessary. Okay, again, that is crumbing. Now, after that, syempre, kung tapos na talaga, your guest might be signing, okay, using a body language, okay, that they are now waiting to check their bill, no? So, mag-bill out na sila. So, we'll now move to the next step. Step number 11, presenting and collecting the guest's bill. Okay, so dito, kailangan dala na natin yung bill. Kailangan i-acknowledge natin through body language din, no? Kasi magsasign si guest supposedly. Okay, small rectangle, meaning they are willing to check the bill na. Okay, then we should present the guest's diner's bill. So when we present, we will mention also the total amount. Okay, so when we go to the table, we identify the host or that somebody who do the sign. Pero minsan kasi iba yung nagsasign, no? The best practice is to somehow medyo identify natin, may coding psychology tayo, sino kaya dito yung host, no? Yung tipong siya yung sasagot. So depende rin naman minsan kung sino yung tinuro nila. Halimbawa, lumapit ka doon tapos may present na bill, tinuro ka doon sa host, edi doon. Okay, para na lang magturuan sila. Anyway, so discard natin yon, no? Papaano? Basta mahalaga, i-announce natin, your bill po is amounting to, hindi naman kailangan ipagkalakas-lakas kung identified naman kung sino yung host. So, pwedeng sa host na lang. Sir, your bill is 1,300. Mga ganun. Tapos, pakita mo yung bill, andun yung total, tapos iwan mo na sa kanya. Depende sa, sa part na to, depende kung ano na yung gestures ninyong guest. Kung sa tingin mo right away ay kukuha na siya ng pera sa pocket niya, or they are still busy talking to each other na parang hindi ka nakikita, no? So they're so busy there, they need to talk more, but they just wanna know the bill or nagkakahiyaan siguro sila na pag nandyan ka. So maybe you just left, pero medyo tumayo ka lang doon sa natatanaw nila. Okay? So ang strategy dyan, okay, the strategy should be kung sino man yung tingin mo na magbabayad or yung the host, okay, o yun na nga, dapat nasa o 180 degrees if you know the half of the circuit, no, na natatanaw niya from the left side niya up to the right side niya, parang protractor, no, na natatanaw ng mata niya. Okay, from left sa front and to the right niya, dapat nandun ka para madali kanyang makita at tawagin pabalik kung ready na silang magbayad. Huwag kayo magtago kasi alam mo namang anytime magbabayad din siya, di ba? So you should make yourself available, okay, and reachable ng kanilang eyesight, yung iyong position. Or when you do something, pwede pa rin naman. So find your way na doon ka lang, malapit, para anytime magbabayad sila, nandun ka. Alright? So that's presenting the bill. So, pag nag-collect na, pagka bumalik ka na at tinawag ka niya na ulit at nagbayad naman, or kaya naman right away, nagbayad sila agad, what's more important here, guys, is whatever the amount you receive, it should be equal to, or syempre more, either equal or more than the amount reflected sa bill. Okay? Then, you should mention the amount you receive. Okay, so halimbawa katulad kanina, as I told you, the bill is 1,003, 1,300 pesos. So you're given 2,000. You should mention, I received 2,000 pesos, sir. So that it will be clear na ang binigay niya ay 2,000. Or halimbawa 1,500 yung binigay, I give I received 1,500. So, magmamark yun. Baka may makarinig pa sa katabi. At least, kung sakaling bumalik ka at akala niya 2,000 binigay, inulit pa nga sa'yo na 1,500 sabihin ng kasama niya, no? Something like that. It's for safety and confirmation purposes. What is the amount you received? Kasi, pwedeng may magloko or deliberately man o hindi man sadya, pwedeng magkalituhan na, 2,000 binigay ko sa'yo No, I just received 1,500, sir. Yung pagsabi mo na yon na you receive 1,500 should happen the very moment you receive the money, not kung kailang meron ng aberya. Okay? So that's the best way of collecting the bill. Receive the money correctly, mention the amount. Then tell them, okay sir, I'll be back for your change. No, thank you sir, I'll be back for your change. Then when you go back, you present the change. Here's your change sir, 200 pesos. Kasi diba 1,500 pala binigay. Tapos sinuklian mo 200. Okay? Then kinuha niya lang yung 100 tapos nilagay sa pad may 100. Sabi niya, this is for you. Or pwede rin namang inipit na lang dun sa bill jacket. Okay? Yung iniipitan ng ating bill. Parang maliit na leather folder. Diba? Na black usually. Pero it comes in different color then pwede. Okay? So, all about the tip guys. Tip can be different, no? Handling tip. It could be different in different restaurants based on their standards. May tinatawag tayong centralized tip. Okay? Kung saan, pag nilagay, kahit saan man ilagay yan ni guest, para yan doon sa tip box, and then at the end of the day, or pwedeng at the end of the week, or pwedeng at the end of the month, okay, dinidivide yan sa mga employees. So, that's centralized tip. Pag hindi naman centralized yung tip, ang standard dyan, although this can also be modified depending on what is the system of your restaurant, no? But ang standard dyan, kung halimbawang wala naman talagang malinaw na patakaran, ang kalakaran dyan, no? Let's call it kalakaran, no? The standard, kung ito yung usual na nangyayari. If the money is given directly to your hand, this is for you. Lalo na kung minention na ganun, that's for you. Okay? Pero pag wala siyang minention, nilagay lang niya, inipit lang niya doon sa bill jacket, so hindi yun automatic sa'yo guys. Pwedeng yun ang centralized. Kasi mali mo naman kung hindi naman siya sa'yo natuwa siya sa food kaya siya nag-tip. Ay di sabihin, may kinalaman din siya na chef, yung mga nasa production. Hindi lahat ng tip ay dapat kinukuha natin. Minsan, nakakasuhan pa nga na tinatawag nating tip pocketing kung binulsa mo, hindi naman talaga dapat para sa'yo. Yung mga katulad na na-mention ko kanina, nilagay dun sa bill jacket. Okay, so those are the process or the system of receiving a tip. That's step 12. And then, eto guys yung number 13, bidding goodbye. May 14 pa yan Masabagay, basing out lang naman yan. Bidding goodbye, it means, tandaan nyo to guys, wag ka kaagad magsisay ng thank you for coming and saying goodbye kung hindi pa naman sila about to leave the place. Sorry for that. Yung aso namin, mayroon yata na naramdaman ko makaluskos. Pinili ko na nga gabi gawin para medyo matahimik. Kaso lang, yan naman. Mas rinig today. Anyway, I'll try to edit this later on. I hope may time pa. Okay, kung hindi na, sorry for that noise. Okay, so for bidding goodbye guys, ang tama nito, wag na pagkaabot mo ng sukli ay, thank you for coming sir, hope to see you again. Pangit kasi siya ang analysis dyan parang, sige po sir, sa susunod na pagkikita parang ang gusto mo sabihin, uwi na po, alis na po kayo dyan, tapos na ba kayo kumain, parang indirectly, parang ganun yung tono natin. So dapat wala mo na tayong bidding goodbye kung hindi pa sila about to leave. Paano ba about to leave? Di tumayo na. Ako mga alis na. Alam mo naman yun kung aalis na sila, di ba? So, sabay-sabay na natatayuan na. Tapos, they're moving towards the exit. So, ayun na yun. So, dapat along the way, from their table going to the exit, doon ka mag-abang somehow. Chechempohan mo na lang yan. Find your way. Na pag malapit na dumaan sa'yo, doon mo sabihan na, thank you for coming to our restaurant, sir. Hope to see you again soon. Yan. Thank you for visiting our restaurant. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you again. Bye. It's up to you na. How would you be able to construct your bidding goodbye message to your guests? Okay? So, last step niyan is yung bussing out. Ibig sabihin, ibabus out na natin yung mga pinagkainan. Kung may busboy ka, swerte mo, assistant ng waiter yun, di pwede mo na siyang i-instruct. Or kung may supervisor sa dining area para magkaroon ng hint tayong mga waiter or si busboy na pwede nang i-bus out yung mesa na yon, na clear na yung pagbibilang ko ano man yung dapat i-check doon at pwede na siyang ligpitin. So, tandaan nyo to the signal to do that, no, is when the supervisor, okay, will remove the table napkin doon sa particular table na yon. Pag kinolekta na yun ng supervisor yung table napkin, so therefore it is ready for bussing out. Okay, so ayan, kompleto na natin ang ating steps. Again, welcoming the guest, escorting the guest, seating the guest, unfolding a table napkin, presenting the menu, filling the water goblet, taking the order with suggestive selling. Isingit nyo pala dyan, no, yung repeating, no, the order. Anyway, suggestive selling process naman din yun, no? When you do the taking of the order and you suggest, at the end of that, no, you need to repeat the order to confirm the order of the guest, no? I forgot to discuss that a while ago. So, tandaan repeat the order is very important. Kumbaga nandiyan siya sa 7.5. Before you proceed to the order placement, make sure you repeat the order so that we confirm that we got the order right. Okay? Okay, and then order placement, of course, you go back to the table for the table setting and rectification of the setup, no? So, reset natin yung table as per required by the order. Then, serve the order na, no? Drinks and food. Remember to follow the correct sequence, no? Appetizer, soup, salad, main course, and dessert. And also, don't forget to crumbing before the dessert. Then, next is to present and collect the bill. Receive the tip properly if there's any. And the correct way of bidding goodbye. Then, before we do the bussing out. Hope you learned something for that, guys. For today's lesson. I hope you should follow all of these in preparing your complete script from the beginning, step 1 up to step 14. Okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.